Mm, 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 mm. And we're back, y'all. Welcome, welcome, welcome in to the first in a very long time Powerbook to Ghost live after show. I'm gonna give people a chance to come on in here, but y'all know the drill. Drop your ratings on a scale of 1 to 10. How did you feel about the episode? Episode 6, season 4. Supposedly the fourth and final season of Powerbook 2 Ghosts. Drop y'all's ratings. Harlem on that check-in. Shout out to Harlem. I love Harlem so much. What's up, Kofi? What do you think about Diana getting beat up? So much to damn discuss. While I'm waiting for y'all to come on in here. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you so much. While I'm waiting for y'all to come in here, let me go ahead and load in the episode and get that out the way so that we can pull up the media. Because there's some things we need to discuss. For real, for real. Hey, Kendra. Kendra gave it an 8. Welcome back in, boo. Money Green Tay, welcome in, boo. Sorry, I'm trying to switch this over and pull up the episode. Hey, Kofi, welcome back. Oh, I look wide awake. I think I'm wide awake. Kofi, you got number high ratings on all these shows this week. I guess the networks did you right this week. Kofi gave it a 9. All right, let me get this episode in here. Where y'all want to start? It was so much going on. Child. And we were doing damn good up until the very end with little Miss Susie Q, cokehead. We talking about you, Raggedy Ann. We were doing so good. The episode was messy as hell, but I felt like it flowed. And then the moment that she went ham on Diana, it just took everything. I sat for like a strong minute and a half, like in disbelief, in disgust. That scene was hard to get through. And it completely almost like took me out the rest of the episode. All right, let's see. I got that up. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Welcome in, everybody. DeMarcus gave it a solid 9. Roya gave it a 9. It was action packed. Hey, Brillo. Hit that like button. Yes. Effie so just man. Okay, so y'all, I don't know. Am I changing? Am I evolving? Because while I'm on Effie's head about basically fighting over penis, I really feel bad for her. Like, I watched Effie this episode, and I was like, this little girl really just want to be loved so bad. And y'all know I got a soft spot in my heart for, like, the underdogs and the little women who feel like they not loved. That's what Effie gives. So now I'm kind of like, I just want you to be happy. And I'm like, how did we get here? Because I was 100% at the start of the season, like, my order of people that had to go. Diana was number 1. Now I'm just like, that can't happen. Drew was number 2. Now I'm like, that can't happen. And then Effie was right behind. Well, Noma. And then Effie was right behind. And they all could have go for me. And I'm just like, the only one now I need to go is Noma. Like, for real, for real. Jalen gave it a 9 as well. She betrayed Tariq so many times. She did. But it's like, with Effie, you could feel why she do the things that she do, which doesn't make it any better, but it kind of makes it a tad bit better. Like, at least she not just doing just to do it. I don't know. I just feel bad for her. I'm really trying to reckon with that because she doesn't deserve any sympathy. But meanwhile, I really, really deeply sympathize with her. Like, heavily. Effie a sucker. Y'all are just like, Erica. We ain't having it. Let me make sure I got my Yeti in here. Not Effie's a sucker. I mean, y'all not wrong. Y'all not wrong. I swear I love an underdog. I swear I just be struggling with watching women feel unloved and not feeling a way about it. And that's all I saw from Effie this episode. Yes, she looks stupid as hell telling Diana to get an abortion and like, oh, Diana, she can have a baby. It's like, so then why didn't you have one? Oh, okay. But she did it out of like, she's doing all of that because she deeply wants to create a home. She deeply wants to be loved. And I get it. If that makes sense. Let me open up the Discord. Because Kofia is already calling her 6 suckers. Where am I at? Y'all can keep dropping y'all's ratings before we really get into some things. Effie a sucker, ain't no crying in the game. Yeah, she mad at Diana for no reason. She mad at Diana because Diana got her baby. Well, had her baby. Erica, what do you think about Kane? I love Woody so much, like real bad. Like, it's really bad how bad I love Woody McClain. Kane, I struggle with wanting to root for him, but then wanting him to learn lessons behind his dumb mistakes and his foolishness, because you literally just swap mamas for real. Like, you wanted to not be a mama's boy so damn bad, but you went and found another mama, but you sleep with her in Noma. You're not a man who's standing on his own 2 feet. You're not a man who can fully run an organization, and you just moving the women that you stand behind doesn't actually change that. And you, for whatever reason, believe that it changes that. But I also believe that Kane is capable. I don't know why he gets so codependent on women, but he does. Yeah, so those are my thoughts about Kane. I'm hoping that he's gonna be the one to kill Noma. That's like a little random thing. Yeah. And Woody is doing a wonderful job playing him, 100%. Cindy gives this episode a 9. I give this episode a 9 too. Like, they really did their thing. And coming back with a bang and then moving the story forward. Like, they're not wasting any time. So this leads me to believe, like, this is it. Like, we're saying that this is the 4th and final season, or they're saying it's the 4th and final season, even though I don't believe that. I believe that we're going to have to get some type of reiteration of the Power universe in some way. I cannot fathom them actually ending Power in this way. Like, I just don't see it. But this episode did do a good job of like, we got 5 more episodes left and we finna give y'all everything that we got. Erica, do you think that Kane is jealous of Tariq? 100%. Always has been, probably always will be. Yes, he is definitely jealous of Tariq. And y'all go check out Brillo the Big Review. I was just on his channel a little bit ago and he breaks down everything power, amongst other things. Eric, what's up, boo? Says Effie can kick rocks with her mad ass. Y'all are not feeling it. Listen, Effie also be getting the damn job done. Does she not? Like, she gotta go. And this is honestly it's more of a nod to like how ineffective and unproductive Noma is than anything. Effie gotta go sit down with the Russians in this episode because Noma needs to move more product, and the Russians don't like Effie's ass. I mean, don't like Noma's ass. So who gotta go make that happen? Effie. Where are we getting? I'm trying to get to it. Do we think that Effie actually wants to be out the game after this? She told Kane that she thinks she done. Is she really done? I don't trust it. All right. Oh shoot, Kofi, my bad. You in here? Make sure I got the Discord plugged in. Okay, it is. Hey, Kofi.
Hey, what's up?
Nothing much.
So we talking about Effie?
Yes, we talk about Effie.
Effie is a sucker. You get my sucker. You are a straight up jealous sucker. Like, was Tariq mattress game that strong that you so hate that you hating on the fact that you wish that was you? Like, what's going on, baby girl? Like, god dang. Wishing that they baby get an abortion and then juxtapose that to what happened to Diana, like that. It's almost like you wish that on them, and that's not cute on you, baby.
It's not.
Girl.
It's not, but I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
She like, I don't know if men understand this, but when women are interested in a man and he gets somebody else pregnant, sometimes there is a moment where they're like, that's my baby. Like, that should be me. I wish that was me. And that's all I was picking up with. Well, not necessarily, because I don't know if Effie wants to be a mom, but I feel like if it was going to happen and going to happen to Tariq, I think that she was holding out hope for them reconciling at some point. Especially if he could not kill Diana, then he should be able to forgive her. That's what I picked up with her from that little bookstore incident. And yes, she's 100% jealous, but again, I understand the psychology behind it.
No, but it's your own fault that you're not with Tariq.
It is.
Burned him too many times. Like, I bet you if you would have told the truth about Lauren, I mean, would he have been mad? Yeah, but I think y'all would have been still rocking with each other. But it's the fact that you lied about it. And then not only that, you went and messed with his ops. Like, you are op. So I'm glad Tariq don't mess with her no more. So now I don't know if he is locked in with Diana per se. I mean, he there. Although, like when she got messed up, like he seemed really distraught. Like that reminded me when Ghost cried for Angela when she got shot. So it was like. So I don't know. So there's that. But yeah, Effie, jealousy doesn't look good on you. And then the fact that you distraught and don't want to get out the game, like baby girl, this is the game. Ain't no being soft when you a stone cold drug dealer. Like, come on, goofy, just goofy. So
I
yeah,
mean,
Effie, you being sorry. I don't know. Am I being too hard on her, Erica?
no,
Or
Kofi, you talking to me. I don't give a damn. If I'm coming for somebody, I'm coming for somebody. You are not being hard at all.
okay. I mean,
To your point though about Tariq and is he or is he not all in right now with Diana? I think he's trying to do the right thing, which feels noble, but ultimately is not, and it sucks because I feel like I started to see the peaks of like Diana getting hope in reference to like Tariq being the man in her life, and like she went to him about going to take care of Zion so she don't have to worry about doing it and it's not a problem. They had a little, okay, let's meet up for cookies, yada 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 yada. I think that Tariq trying to be the man that he wants to be and hopes to be and shows up for his baby is was creating a moment for Diana to believe that there could have been more. And I don't think that Tariq is interested in Diana. I don't think that he really fully ever has been really interested in Diana in a real way.
Hmm. I don't know. Well, maybe this thing is gonna change him because I think he's going for blood. Like,
Well, yeah,
since
they
I
killed his
see.
kid. That's all. That just changes everything.
Oh, so you think that baby's out of here?
I do. You don't?
Mm, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, it's anybody's guess, but I just know he gonna get this lick back, and I think he and Monet gonna be the one to get the lick back on old girl cop. I mean, as we saw what Monet said, like you mess with one of my children, you know, you're dead. I mean, she killed the father of her child when they killed Zeke. What do you think she's gonna do to this lady cop when she find out what happened to Diana? Like,
Yeah.
uh,
She's done
so
for. And it's like, ma'am, you were so
oh,
coked out of your mind, you couldn't even put two and two together. You at the house, you see all the baby gifts, you hear her say that she don't have no damn kids. Like, why at no point did it not dawn on you that this woman is pregnant? And I get that you believe yourself to be dangerous and Carter to be dangerous, but you do not know nothing like a woman and or mother scorned hoe. You gonna wish Carter was coming after you to kill you the way that Monet Tejada is coming after your ass behind this.
yeah, and I think I honestly want Tariq to do it because I just want him to catch another body. I need him to be demon war because you killed the mother of you beat up the mother of my child and my potential baby. Oh, we putting two in you, like real talk. So yeah, and
Wait, did you say that you believe that the baby made it? Is it going to make
I
it?
do. I want to say I want to hope that the baby make it. Maybe you're right. Maybe the baby's out of here, which would suck. But I mean, I don't know. We're gonna have to see what happens next week. But yeah, this was a 9 out of 10. I mean, Tariq made all the strategic moves here. He got leverage on Noma. He's still playing Anya like a fiddle. He killed Zion, so he was on MVP mode. To be quite honest with you, you know,
Yeah. He said he
appreciated
wanted
that.
to be the apex predator, and Tariq is really stepping into it. He gave a lot of like ghost esseness, and I have been saying
Yeah,
for a while that he is not his father. However, it's so clear that he is on the way. Like he's definitely on his way to where Ghost found himself in his heyday.
yeah.
Erica the baby
Meanwhile,
did
his
make it. If you see the teaser, I have not seen the teaser. I have to watch it.
Meanwhile, his biggest op is taking L after L after L. Kane is a sucker.
Wait.
You and
Before you
Effie
go
deserve
there,
each other.
before you go there, Cindy said I think it's Lauren for Tariq, and I would agree. Like I did my first reactions and or my first thoughts, and I mentioned that I don't think that Lauren is completely gone as it pertains to this series or Tariq. So I would agree with you, Cindy. Lauren is definitely still way up there for Tariq. Um,
Yeah, he'll always have love for Lauren. But I don't know. Maybe this thing with having Diana is gonna make him realize how much he cares about her. So he'll probably want to protect her. You know what? And me personally, if it wasn't gonna be Lauren, I would have always wanted Tariq to be with Diana, just because I feel like they come from similar backgrounds, drug dealing parents, and he, I don't think he plays like I think he cares about her. And unlike Effie, like Diana, the only time she snaked him once was well, she almost got his mother lined up, but there's that. But other than that, I
y'all
don't
are
think.
so gullible, Kofi. My God.
Oh my gosh,
This whole
I
they
don't
come from the
know.
same place so they must be together is whooping y'all's ass and has y'all in a chokehold from show to show to show.
Um, gosh,
Diana
whatever.
has always been so damn green. She was never ready for a Tariq. she still has to experience so much more life, so much more with romance to even be able to hold her own with a toxic young man like Tariq. So to say like because they both have drug dealing parents they should be together is like what?
I always felt like, I felt something more with them two. That I could never get behind Effie and him because, well, yeah, they may relate, but she is a snake. So it's like I can't
Effie's a
let
snake,
him
but
be.
she's able to stand a little bit more firmly across from Tariq and push him to be a better man, push him to question things, push him to grow. Diana, Tariq runs all over that girl.
Yeah, well, I don't think he's gonna run over her this time. I mean, I think he about to, especially when he found her there. Oh, he about to put in that work. Just me. So, but we can agree to disagree. I'm not tripping. I mean,
Allie
this
Nick
is just
said,
me.
"Girl, I never seen a connection between Tariq and Diana. It almost gave sibling vibes for real."
Yeah, well,
Like
I
she's
don't
a
put.
very cute girl, and you know men love to knock down a body, so there's that. But I don't think that there have ever been anything like child Diana. She was out of her league as it pertains to Tariq, and lucked up and got pregnant. Eric H says, I mean, him and Anya come from the same background too. Period.
That
And
just
though she
feels like
doesn't
a.
have any type of criminal background, her penthouse living, that particular part of her background, I definitely think that that puts her in a place to be a little bit more equally yoked even than Diana for Tariq. And she, like another thing about Diana as a woman, she lacks so much confidence. Like she was so under Monet's thumb. She is so sheltered and just so to this family that she has no real experience in the world. She's very naive for a lot of things. And I would argue that even Anya is better for Tariq because while she hasn't experienced a criminal life, she's been exposed to enough things to cultivate a certain level of self-confidence that this boy and what he think or what he say is not going to move or shift you. Like Anya, she playing with Tariq, but she's not fully caught up. Diana immediately became so enamored with Tariq, so much so that he could basically tell her the sky was yellow, and she'd be like, "You right, it's so yellow." And I hate that, especially for young women when this is a very pivotal time for you to figure out where you gonna be in this world, who you gonna be in this world, and how you gonna be. You can't be letting no little bullshit ass boys convince you that the sky is yellow when the shit is blue, and you need to get out here and get to business.
Yeah, okay, fair point.
Erica, you saw what saw what Tariq to Anya. Do you think that Anya starts falling for Tariq? I
she gives me she just want to hook up with them. I don't know if she like him like that. You know what I mean?
I think that she's moving cautiously with Tariq. I think that she could fall, but I don't think that that's something that's on her mind right now. Anya
Yeah.
ain't here for a long time. She here for a good time. Y'all see the way he was like next time kissed her hand and she was like I said Anya
Yeah.
please.
She. What is it about Tariq St. Patrick that got these girls going crazy, bro? Like Tariq, really?
He pulls
He
a
can't
lot of
even
women.
squabble, bro. Like, come on. But hey, I don't know.
He pulls
It's
a
that
lot of fine women.
I
Bless his
don't
little
get it.
heart.
Don't understand, bro. This little buff. Nah, let me chill.
Lord.
But
Allie says, baby, when Anya told Tariq that their sexual encounter was a solid 8, let's go for a 10 next time. I hollered. Girl, hollered! Hollered! And Tariq couldn't do nothing. He just sat there like, well. I said, that's what I'm
but
talking about. Diana could never. Diana could
I
never.
mean, she said 8, but she was ready to want to ride it again at the club if you have business to take care of. So
Well, I
8 might not
mean,
be
you got
so
to give
bad.
people opportunities and allow people to practice. That's how you become great. Mamba mentality, Kofi. Not too much.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. All right. What
Uh,
else do I want to talk
Anya.
about?
Hold on, Kofi. Eric says Anya gave Tariq an 8 in bed and then told him to aim for a 10. Diana not built like that. Period. Period. Erica, Tariq pull a lot of fine girls on the show. Yes, he does. Okay, what were you about to say, Kofi?
Uh, what else do I have for it? But yeah, I legit gasped when I saw Diana get beat down. That was so hard to watch. It
Yeah.
just it did something to my spirit.
It
It
was
just,
unsettling. It was very unsettling.
it does. I don't even like Diana like that because I felt like she couldn't be trusted. But now she carrying Tariq's baby. I'm like, okay, we got to protect you and whatnot. We got to make sure you good. So to see that happen to her, I did not want that for her. I really
I
didn't.
felt it
No.
coming, but then the like actual visualization of it was like hard. It was like, damn, really,
I
y'all?
need Diana to get her lick back. If anything, she need to get that body. I understand Tariq and Monet want to get that body, but I think Diana need to get that body.
If the
So
baby
I'm like,
going, 100%, 100%,
yeah,
she need to be the one.
yeah, no doubt.
And I also
So
don't know like if this shifts Diana's character. So she was one out and she just wants to be a student. Is this the thing that makes her break bad and now she don't give a shit about nothing no more?
yeah, if she
Like,
loses that baby, I think she going to become a full time demon, and I think her first body will be that officer.
yeah,
That would be such a good character arc, just my opinion. So yeah, she need to get her lick back.
for
Yeah.
real. Let's talk about Carter in this episode, who seemingly was in
Oh my
rare
gosh.
form.
Michael Ealy, you are doing too well playing these unhinged characters. I can't forgive you for your role in For Color Girls, so like, you just doing too much now. Like, damn. You got it, bruh. You got it. Like,
Kofi, you
you
know how I feel about Michael Ealy.
okay.
Like, I love that
You,
man. But
you stand Michael Ealy.
surprisingly, this episode got me off of Don Carter's boat. Like, I ain't gonna be able to rock with him. Even the Michael Ealiness ain't gonna be able to save Don Carter. Because what do you mean? What do you mean you're gonna kill Kamal Tate? What do you mean you have this
Come
cokehead
on.
running under you and she beats Diana's baby out of her belly? What do you mean you throwing Drew in jail to go and finish the job? Carter, this is a goddamn circus and your ass is the ringleader and you were cool before. Now it's giving it's only a matter of time before the whole shit gets shut down.
But Kamal's dumb for even
He
confronting
was.
him with
He was.
that. That's some goofy stuff. Like, well, at least be more player about it. Dang, bro.
He was
But
definitely dumb.
yeah, but yeah, Don Carter is pressing. Like he is pressing, and it's a sick sense of justice and oh, I have to avenge my wife. I got to play dirty. Like it's giving me Alonzo vibes from Training Day, but worse. Like, like
Yeah.
unhinged. Uh,
But also,
a
like the
super.
killing of Kamal was dumb, right? Cool. But the killing of Kamal proves that you don't even stick to your own rules. So now I can't even fuck with you on some whole like you finna say the hood for real because you just as diabolical as everybody else. What was keeping
Yeah,
you morally superior was that you cultivated a code and you made everybody abide by it. Now you just like them.
yeah, I can't rock with you, man. Press king, like pressing. I mean, yo, I'm wondering who gonna do this man in. Like, I want to know because I don't think Tariq can do it. I feel like it's either gonna be Monet or you know who else should do it? Councilman Rashad Tate. I'm gonna need him to be O Dog. I need O Dog to
I
come
think
out.
that's what we're about to see. We about to see a shift for Councilman Tate behind his brother, because
Yeah,
all jokes aside, I don't think
yeah.
that Rashad played about Kamal.
No, I don't either. That's his brother. Kamal was the older brother, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that was his big brother. Now he dead. Yeah, I'm gonna need him to turn up like O Dog and Menace to Society. What you doing this about? He's like, you like I need that type of energy from Kamal. And I think he about to go to Tariq to help him out. Like say, I need some information. Because I don't know why Diana didn't
Very
tell
well.
Tariq about what's
Look,
going on with
all our
the
supplies.
family and Don Carter. Like I don't know why she ain't saying
because
nothing.
she
But
learning. She learning everything is on a need to know damn basis. That's the one thing I was actually proud of. I'm like, okay, girl, you about to get this boy to go do this, so use the baby as much as you can, because you wasn't gonna be able to take out Zion. That was definitely not gonna happen. Y'all both coming back dead from that. But I think she told him exactly the information that he needed to know and nothing else.
Okay, that makes sense. But yeah, Carter and this task force is on some demon time work. Like, old girl, other cop that was trying to hem up Drew, Carter himself. It's like they got no chill whatsoever. So it's gonna be so satisfying when I see them go down, like, for real.
Yeah.
Because they are doing way too much. Like, this is like some straight up what's the word I'm looking for? Like, diabolical stuff. Like,
it feels like they also were presented so much more uniform and polished, and now you realize exactly how sloppy they are. So it feels like they're less powerful than we thought that they were when we first met them. I'm like, you've been running this unit for 7 to 10 years, and y'all like supposed to be a well-oiled machine, and this that you do? IA called one time and Susie can't handle it, gotta hit a bump of coke and go press Diana to go try to kill Zion. Like, y'all giving leaves in the wind, just weak, blow away. IA just called you in, honey. They didn't even say that they had charges on you or nothing, and you just ready to fold.
Yeah, I know. It's giving paranoid.
Yeah.
And
which coke heads will experience. That's the coke.
That's the cocaine.
Jalen says, Erica, do you think Ghost comes back in the end? Notori said in an interview, fans finna be happy in the last episodes. It's going to be something we've been waiting to see. I have been saying for a very long time that this is the end that we have seen of Omari. So I don't know if we're going to see him at the end of this season, but I do think that Power is not going to be over as we know it.
Yeah, Power lives on. Like, I just saw the teaser for season 4 of Raising Kanan. So
I haven't watched it yet, so don't tell me. I want to do a reaction.
I won't say nothing, but it looks fire. So go check that out.
I bet. Hey, Rye, welcome in, boo.
What up? What up?
Oh, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Let me close this door real quick. There we go.
What you want to add, Rye?
Okay. I actually just joined the stream. What were you guys talking about?
We were talking about Susie Cokehead and her beating on Diana. We talked about if Tariq was actually really into Diana. Kofi loves just a perfectly put together, perfect little black love story. So he believes that Tariq's mind is gonna get right and he gonna get into Diana magically. And I'm like, it's just the baby. We talked about Effie and her jealous behind. We just touched on a little bit of everything.
I can't stand, man. Effie really. Effie been pissing me off all season.
Effie, I called her a sucker, bro.
Because there was no reason. There's no reason in the library you out in their business, and she was talking mad loud.
Well, she's jealous. She's talking. She's pissed.
Mad loud. Was jealous. Like, she not over here sleeping with Tariq's arch nemesis is crazy.
Well, Tariq ain't want her, so what else she supposed to do?
You're his biggest op,
the
man.
Ops, though? The ops is crazy.
Well, okay, so I started this off with saying, like, I struggled with Effie's character. At the start of this season, I wanted Diana dead more than Effie, but Effie was definitely on the list. But Effie seems to never be able to worm her way out of my heart because I have a soft spot for women who feel unloved and undesired, and that is what Effie gives to me. Like, she is really just looking for somebody to love her. So it's, for me, I think less about Effie getting with Tariq's op to get back at him or to like punish him or whatever, and more to her trying to find a soft place to land, because one of the things that she deeply desires is to be loved and desired.
Mm. I mean, I
But
can
Effie,
understand that, but go
I
ahead,
can
bro.
understand that. But I feel like, I don't
You
feel
sound
like
far
since
away,
Effie's
bruh.
really been into. Sorry, I don't have my AirPods today.
Okay, now it's good, but just for a second, it was far away.
I completely agree with everything you said about Effie. I just feel like she's never put herself in a position to be to actually be loved. And when she was, she when she was, she messed it up. Because even back when Effie was first introduced, Tariq actually liked her,
Right,
and
but
she saved
but
her.
we got to be honest about who she is as a character. She might not have put herself in a position to be loved, but how would she know how if she comes from where she comes from? Like the same thing that created that need also created the space for her to not necessarily know how to operate to fulfill that need in a healthy way or to tell or communicate that need,
Mm.
which is what keeps her in this very like weird cycle of betrayal and like desire. And then like Effie reminds me a lot of like a lot of black women who lead with like being useful and wanted to be needed, because we tend to like conflate being useful with being okay. So if you need me and I do something for you, then you have to love me. And those two things can be very different. Like people can take advantage of you and people can find you useful or find you smart or whatever and not love you in the ways that you actually need or receive love. So for me, in like looking at Effie as a whole character, it's so clear to me that she's in this toxic cycle of, yes, creating the space for to push people away and to not be able to receive love because you're betraying people and you're doing this, but she's doing it as a knee-jerk reaction after she already did show up, did show her worth, did da 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 da, and didn't receive what she wanted, but then the person doesn't know that's what she wants because she has no idea how to communicate it. It sucks.
Yeah, I mean, I can get
Yeah,
what that, but I don't know. She don't even want to open up. Like even Kane, like she don't want to even open herself up to Kane. Like Kane was
But
trying to.
think about it. Why would she be
Kane though.
comfortable if Tariq did her like he did her? What do she think that Kane is capable of doing?
Yeah, but Kane was always standing
Tariq,
10 toes down
Tariq
for that
definitely
girl.
did.
So
We can see that, but I'm saying put yourself in the character's shoes. How could she actually see that? Because on the outside looking in, Tariq looks like the more well-adjusted, the better communicator, the better emotionally stable person. And if he couldn't give her what she wanted consistently and she betrayed him, then it's only a matter of time before Kane's hot-headed ass throws her away as well, because she's going to ruin that too. You know what I'm saying? Like it makes 100% sense to me. It's just I don't know what's going to be the thing that interrupts the cycle enough for her to be able to see it and get out of it.
mm, yeah, I feel you.
Is
You're
she gonna
right.
live long
And it
enough to
might be
do
her
that
getting
though?
out the game, because I feel like her proximity to the game and to criminal life and what it's requiring of her, like the rules of it, directly conflict with what she needs from others, because it puts her in a position to betray people. It puts her in a position to be selfish. It puts her in the position to make hard decisions like having to kill Lauren.
Yeah, I get it.
Do we
You're
think that
right.
she's
When
going to
you
actually
True,
get
saw,
out the
but
game?
I don't think she's getting out the game.
I
I
don't.
mean,
I feel like. Oh, you can go, Kofi.
I don't think she's getting out the game, bro. Like, and I didn't appreciate her being so scared. Like, this is the game. Like, you act like you never had a gun pulled on you before. Are you serious?
You
Like, come on.
She
you
never
know
had a
what? You know
gun
what
pulled on her
irritates.
without a gun of her own with the Russians. Like, think about it, Kofi. Who nobody really messes with the Russians unless you in Chicago and it's Tommy.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I feel like the Russians were very much watered down in book two
Mm.
because in the OG power, the Russians the after Lobos, the Russians were probably the most feared cartel after after Lobos. You didn't really care about the Jimenez like that. Like they always said that the Jimenez were a threat, but you never really actually saw them.
Mm-hmm.
do anything. You only saw Lobos and the Russians operate. I feel like they very much show show the Russians to be weaker in this series to the likes to where even to where Monet can mess with them, which shouldn't even be happening.
Yeah, I would
Mm,
agree. Real quick before we move on to the criminal stuff, do we think that Kane is really into Effie and would
I
be
No,
do.
a safe place for her?
I do. I mean,
I
I think he's lost interest in Noma, to be quite honest. You know.
So if that was the case, Kofi, then why did he ever gain interest in Noma? Because he was messing with Effie before that.
Well, if he
because it
really
makes
didn't,
sense for Davis to do it because I
Right.
probably
He
because I'm
already getting
pretty
a divorce and
you
he been sliding in hoes.
yeah, and then you know that him and Tariq have a plan to take down Noma. We just don't know what the plan is yet. So it makes sense for him. The only part we know about that part is that he's supposed to get close to Noma, which is probably which is why he's sleeping with her, and because he's Davis. So it's a win-win. But with Kane, you never know like his actual intentions because he's a character to be written that he's always wanted to strive to be in charge. So maybe he's just sleeping with Noma to basically learn what he can learn and then take over everything she has in the end. But I would
So if
say
that's the case,
with
then why
Kane,
didn't he even discuss? Well, you don't. You're not of the camp. You don't believe, Rod, that he actually is into Effie. Is that you say earlier?
I believe Kane is into Effie. I don't think Effie's into Kane.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. So then my question is, why when he goes and like starts this plan to get to Noma, to get closer to Noma, why wasn't there a conversation with Effie if he cares so much about Effie?
I think
probably. Oh, go
be,
ahead.
because at this point in the story, he knows what Norma knows that Effie still has a
I don't know
soft
if I can
spot
do
for
this
Tariq
shit anymore.
even after everything that happened. So even with last season when Kane went up to the jail and she pushed him away, but accepted Tariq's help after that. And then even when Tariq had set up that whole plan to get Noma and them to take out one of Zion's suppliers, so that way Tariq could take over. Even when Noma had confronted Effie about what had happened, you could see in Effie's face that she really didn't want to give up Tariq, and then you can see in Noma's face that she clearly knows that Effie cares about Tariq. So I feel like in a way, Kane doesn't really trust Effie in that way to really involve her and stuff because he probably still thinks that at the end of it, she'll end up joining with Tariq because you all know how Effie is. She can really switch up at any moment. And it wouldn't
Mm-hmm.
be far fetched to think that either.
Yeah, I get that.
I agree. I mean, even last season, if Tariq decided after he got out of jail, look, boo, like we're gonna talk about it. I got with Diana, you got with Kane. Let's just talk. I think she don't sell him out to Noma to get him lined up. That's the only reason why he got lined up because she told Noma that he was after Anya. He got murked, setting up to get murked. So as far as Kane goes, Kane cares about her. I mean, but I don't know if Effie is in that emotional space to want to open up to him. But maybe this near death experience will be the gateway where Kane can make his way into her heart. I don't know. But for damn sure she's not getting with Tariq. And, you know, I don't know. It just, I gotta find out what is it in her past that makes her so closed off to even wanting to receive love in the first place.
I'm pretty
I mean,
Uh,
it's
sure.
interesting to me that the focus is so on Effie because like Kane is literally sleeping with Noma and she had to find out the way that she found out and Noma is taking every opportunity she can to rub it in. So I really am looking at Effie like, girl, you basically dodged a bullet because Kane is not doing his due diligence to actually protect her in this moment or at least protect her emotionally. So it's so interesting to me, Kofi, that you're focused on what she's lacking and not the fact that she don't actually have a safe place to land as it pertains to Kane. But real quick,
I mean,
Eric asks, what did Effie want from Tariq that he didn't give her? I think that he gave her a lot, but I think that ultimately the next thing that Effie was looking for was Tariq was unconditional love.
mm,
But go ahead. What were you about to say, Kofi?
I was just gonna say, like, I mean, it's a fair point. I don't know how this is gonna play out, to be quite honest. So,
If I'm fucking you, and then I walk in and get hints that you fucking the boss, and now the boss is shady to me, oh, don't even worry about it, nigga. We don't even worry about it. With my love issues, daddy issues, mommy issues, whatever the hell Effie got and all, still don't even worry about it. Like I feel like Kane is not actually helping the fact that Effie is guarded because he's giving her so many reasons to be guarded.
mm, well, we'll see how it goes now. I mean, maybe, maybe something's gonna shift. Who knows?
We're supposed to be seeing. I think Effie's mom is supposed to be coming within the last because it's six. So we got she's supposed to be coming within the last 4 episodes. We just don't know what role she's gonna play
Mm-hmm.
yet. I know. I know they had like back before season 4, and they released the character synopsis for everyone. I know they definitely mentioned about her mom. So I forgot what happened. What happened? I think she told Tariq last season. I think it was something along the lines of her mom had like a boyfriend who
Mm-hmm.
I think who sexually assaulted her when she was younger. Her mom turned around and married him. That could be one of the reasons why she's so closed off because she's probably thinking, well, if my mom could do this and not have my back when this was happening to me when I was younger, or makes me think any other random person would. So maybe that
Exactly.
could definitely be a reason. That
Exactly.
could be a that could definitely be a reason why she's closed off because any person who has that type of relationship with their parents, they're gonna think, well, if the people that gave birth to me, the people that's supposed to protect me and love me unconditionally every day, could do this to me, what's to make me think that a random person
That's a fair point.
will meet me with those same expectations. So
Yeah.
I feel like it's very valid.
Eric made a note about how Effie didn't even turn around when Noma made that comment to Kane when she was going to walk her when he was going to walk her out. And for me, it's those little things that just give the confirmation of where Effie is mentally because she expects this. She's on her own. There's so many times, and they do it brilliantly with the Effie character, where they give her a glimpse of like togetherness and hope and like building, and her relationship with Tariq was very much so giving her that, and she was loving every minute of it, but she's used to the space that she's in now, so she ain't turned back and look because Noma didn't even need to say it. She knew that he wasn't coming. Even if he wanted to come, he's not. Nobody's gonna be there. She expects nobody to be there, which is the parts that like
Mm-hmm.
start to reel me in with her character, because while she is diabolical and sinister in so many ways, ultimately she is just so heavily driven by her trauma and her desire to be loved.
Yeah, she want love. I mean, it's
Mm-hmm.
fair.
And
I
And
don't.
then you and then you also got to remember before all this would no before all of this with Noma happened, she actually like even before her and Tariq got together, she actually did have a family with Tariq and Braden because
Mm-hmm.
probably after her mom and maybe that girl, that Asian girl that we saw 2 seasons ago, they look like they were pretty close. Tariq and Braden are technically the only family that she has because if they in the senior year in senior year in college, I think, and they met back in the OG power. She's probably known them. You could probably say for about 6 years.
Yeah.
If when they went to choke that Tariq was a junior, she's probably known them for at least 6 years now, and she's also lost that family because
Yep.
of the game. Because that
Yep.
was truly really their family, truly her family. Because if you could see the way she was with all three of them, especially when season 3 when they started to work more closely together, that was actually
Mm-hmm.
her family, and she's
I
also
agree.
lost that.
I agree. Talking about
yeah,
family though, she wasn't as like loud in the growth or the transition, but I'm actually low key proud of Monet in this episode. You can see her just trying to walk as she spoke in the last episode. Definitely lead with forgiveness. Her going shopping with Diana for the baby, even how she was interacting with Kane. She still called him stupid because he do be stupid, but you can see there's a softer side to her, and I'm looking forward to where
Yeah.
this goes. How y'all feel about Monet in this episode?
Like, I would hate this, but this would be a full circle moment. She could end up sacrificing herself for one of these kids. That would be a full circle moment about, yeah, I really care about them because Kane said this in season 2. Do I look at, am I your soldier or am I your son?
Mm-hmm.
She
She
said
said
both.
both.
What type of mother does that make you? So the fact that she threatened Carter about Drew tells me like she would do anything for them kids. And the way she about to turn up when she finds out what happened to Diana. I mean, we talk about how we never like you don't mess with a mama bear when you mess with one of their cubs. So I could see a scenario in which she would do some sacrifice herself for her kids, even if it meant like taking a charge or going to jail. I mean, I think she'd do it. So kind of like how you know she's moving, like because before that I thought she was the worst mother in the
I
Power
was just
universe
about
for
to
real.
ask. I was
She
just
is.
about to ask, is she
She is.
beating the bad mama charges or no
No,
now?
she's not. She's not, and I could definitely explain. Monet.
Yeah,
It's how I feel like she was beating those. I feel like her and Rock were neck and neck before season 4, because you never really know how her kids got into the game. The whole time you thought it
Wait,
was
Rock was a
Lorenzo
good
and
mom
Monet.
though. Y'all been saying that Rock is not a good mom?
Rock. People were saying that Rock wasn't a good mom because she killed D Wiz and killed Kanan's father. But the thing about Rock is, Rock will do something, but she's gonna tell you that she did it, whether you hate her for it. She's probably honestly, she's
Child.
probably other than honestly, other than probably Tommy and Rock that I can think of. They probably the two. They probably the most honest out of everyone.
I
But
didn't know
with
that people were saying
Monet,
that Rock wasn't a
she'll
good
do.
mom. I had no idea that was a thing. I knew about the Monet thing. I did not know there was a thing
Oh
with
yeah,
Rock. Like Rock,
yeah. It was
child,
always
Rock to me is synonymous with Ghost. So if we think that Rock is not a good mom, then Ghost wasn't a good dad.
Ghost wasn't a good father.
Okay.
yeah, it wasn't. Well, you got to
I
keep it. I
mean,
mean, I love my man's, but
he definitely and that's the thing. Like when people try to defend Ghost, because Ghost is one of my favorite characters in the whole Power universe. But Ghost literally chose Angela over his family. Even with I
Right,
think
but
when Tariq was
before
talking to
that
Anya in this
moment,
episode.
what do we think of his fatherhood?
Hmm.
Like, does his fatherhood now completely disappear because he made a bad decision? That to me
mm,
feels
His
very
fatherhood,
wild.
I feel like his fatherhood. I feel like it started to lack once you gradually saw him be there less and less
Okay, cool,
for
but
Raina and
like,
Tariq.
so like for me, there being dips in it and him not operating at the best is one thing. I got when they said that Monet was not a good mom, like no maternal instinct, no nothing. Like that to me tracks in how she treated the kids and how she raised the kids and how distant she was from the kids. Like they was calling her by her first name and not by mom. Like that was never a thing for Kanan. That was never a thing for Tariq or Raina. Um, so for me of like your parents making decisions and it taking them away from you or putting them in a place of not showing up for you how they should, okay, cool, there's
Hmm.
seasons and times for you for them to not be operating well. But to me, Monet as a character was more consistent and not actually fully displaying motherhood than any other character in reference to parenting other than maybe Kate Egan.
Hmm.
mm,
To say that, even that's I gave the example of Ghost because like yeah, he became distant, he got preoccupied with Angela, but there were certain things that were still non-negotiables about him as far as his kids.
Yeah, true.
That's true. All right, Erica, we give you that one.
Oh, but going back to
True.
Monet,
I
you saying that she's still not beating the bad mama charges. Hey, Candy, welcome in, boo.
wouldn't. I wouldn't. Yeah, she's not beating them. I would say she's trying.
Yeah.
But the flashback solidified it for me.
Especially the one with Drew. That was diabolical.
That's real.
And she had Lorenzo killed.
Yeah,
well, I don't tack that on as a bad mothering choice because he killed her son. So I mean that just is what it is. Some things come out in the wash.
Okay, well I'm gonna turn Kane's.
I mean that's for me. That's the one thing I'm like.
His death was nasty
I understand too. She killed Zeke, but you killed the father of your children. Like that takes a special type of evil.
It takes a special kind of evil to kill the child of your wife.
But that was an accident, though.
That was an accident.
Oh, so like I can't. Now, Lorenzo was a dead man walking at the moment, even if he had told the truth too. So it's like he was in
Lorenzo should have never had his ass there. If Lorenzo was actually a gangster, how he says, and was just so top dog, how he said, he would have been able to do more than just say Mecca, pew 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 from a distance, not being able to verify a goddamn thing.
That man said Mecca.
Like what? I am never letting Lorenzo live that down. So y'all will just never be able to tack that onto Monet's bill. Yeah, she killed them kids' father, but he killed her son. Eye for an eye, ho.
So we're tit for tat now. Okay?
Eye for an eye. Kofi, you push a kid out of your urethra, and then you tell me after I put two in their eye that it's fine, Erica, don't worry about it. And then I will believe that you really don't have a problem with tit for tat.
And I also forgot. Zeke had just found out that Monet was his mom. So she even lost the chance to get to connect with him in that way. Yeah. Lorenzo was it was clip for him.
Yeah, man. I get it, but you know.
And if you really about that life, run up on that man on that plane. Verify.
Okay,
that was such a missed chance. I wanted to see a Lorenzo and Mecca showdown, and I didn't get to see it.
He took the whole way out. He took the whole way out, so I am not moved by him. Not moved at all.
Look, it's fine and all, but I don't know how they were able to forgive her so easily to move on from that. I'm trying to figure out like,
because that's
I don't know, like. Is Kane even rocking with her like that now? That's
Kane
the thing.
That woman.
I get it, but he.
Kane will move Diana for that woman.
Kane, that man.
Mama's boy.
I love their relationship. I'm not even gonna hold you. It's toxic as hell, but I love it because it's so real. It feels so real. Like when she first comes into the penthouse in this moment, what you want, Ma? I'm trying to protect your stupid ass. Get out, Monet. So real.
I need a flashback of Monet with Kane, like for real. What makes Kane so? I said I'm in need of flashback in one of these episodes about Monet and Kane. Like, what makes Kane so attached to his mom's? Like for real, you know.
Honestly, I did notice. Am I the only one that noticed that they showed interactions with Kane and Monet more this season?
Well, I think that they had no choice because he was the only one standing beside her. Well, one, he wasn't in on them trying to kill her. And then last season, he was with her a little bit more because he was standing beside her. Because he knew that she killed Lorenzo.
Yeah. But that Kane flashback definitely coming.
It has to.
I feel like I feel like that's what this episode um
Missing.
was gearing up towards.
What I really struggle with, y'all, is like not necessarily why is Kane so attached to Monet, but why is he so attached, gets so attached to women? Because I really am struggling with how he just seems to think it's completely different and it's completely cool for him to now try to be the new Obi, but it's very much so giving way more because it didn't seem like Noma ever let Obi smash. It feels like you just
Yep.
replaced one mama with another.
Yeah. Does he have mommy issues or something? I don't even
He
understand,
definitely does.
bro. And I think it's also affecting his relationship with women too. Like, I don't know. Like, I need to dive deep into his psyche. I'm thinking some he had a childhood trauma or something
But
because
his mama
a
is
lot of
still
the
alive. Like that's the part that kills me. It's like how are we swapping Noma in when your mother is still very much so there? Like
Well,
I
I
don't
found your funky pussy got you
understand
fucked
his
up,
need
huh?
to get from up under
You bugging the fuck out.
um Monet's thumb only to put himself right under Noma. I would think that that would look like you not taking any other matriarchal figure in a way to like
yeah,
rebel against that.
it's something that is not tracking for me. So it's like I don't get it. I really don't. But maybe we'll get some more insight into it.
My
Maybe
thing
maybe
is, this is my thing. It's episode 6. There's no way that they're gonna wrap everything up in 4 episodes. There's just
that's what
no
I'm
way.
saying. That's what I'm
Like
They
it
gonna
has to
saying.
be
try.
like it has to be. Mm, all I know is it's no way Tariq dying. He has to get another
There's
spinoff
no way
because
he's
there's so
dying,
much
y'all.
more story to tell.
There's no way he's
Four
dying.
Yeah,
episodes?
He has to make it because whatever spinoff is coming next, he gonna be a part of it. Shout out to I don't remember who said it in the chat, but somebody said in the chat, Tariq and Tommy gonna be on the show together. They have to be. I'm here for whoever survives the season though. It's gonna make whatever's next hot. I don't think that everybody's making it out of this season, but Tariq is
You know
making
what
it
I
out for
think?
sure. I
You know
wouldn't be
what I
surprised
yeah.
think?
if Braden don't make it out. Honestly,
Yo,
I'll
Braden
lose it.
about to
I'll
crash out.
lose it.
you gonna
I'll
lose it
Braden
lose.
over
about
a cokehead?
Listen,
Explain.
li- listen, listen. If Tariq indeed gets to the top of the game at the end of this season, Tariq, I don't like Tariq has to have Braden.
No, we don't.
He has to the same way
To
Ghost wasn't
carry,
Ghost without Tommy.
to carry, Tariq. I mean, Braden and Kami are two very different people.
I know, but the dynamic is kind of similar. The same way,
Barely,
this,
barely.
this
He's
the
too
same
heavy on the
way.
I'm on coke as well, and not heavy enough on I will kill everybody in this hoe. He's too heavy on oh my family. At some point, I want to get back together with my little family, and not heavy enough on do not get high on your own supply. Let's get this work.
I think
Braden lost
Braden
me this
about
episode. I'm not even gonna hold you because what are you talking about? You doing bumps in the crowd and then going on here and messing up the show. This is a big ass front anyway. So you about to blow up the spot for the front?
look.
Oh,
I think he about to turn up because I
wait a
seen the
minute.
trailer for this season. He pointing a gun at somebody, so he about to put in some work now. Now, do I
I
need
didn't
him to
say that
get
he's
off the
not
coke?
capable
Yeah.
of killing. He's not capable of killing to the degree that Tommy does. And I don't think he's ever gonna get there.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like he is gonna get there, but I do feel like they could have they could have developed his character in that way in the 4 seasons. If they had written it right, Braden should have been killing not on the same degree as Tommy, but like on his way there by at least season 2. I thought they were gonna take it there when with the whole Lauren thing, but they didn't, and that would have been the perfect chance to actually do it because that probably would have messed them up more. Like probably would have messed him up more than his uncle. But even after his uncle, he should already be at that point, but he's not.
Which tells me he's not going to get there. They've had every opportunity to get him there. He's not going to get there. Every time that Tariq turns around and tells him, "Yo, we got to go kill somebody," he kicking up some kind of dust. He's being dragged into it reluctantly.
That's
Sir,
so funny to me. It's so
kick
funny to me.
up when they went to go kill Zion?
Yes, he didn't want to do that. He said what? Like, he was not okay. Like, Tommy, we're talking about Tommy here. Tommy barely gonna let you get out who y'all going to kill. The moment you say we need to kill, bet he's already in a damn car.
All right, but he I don't think Tariq kills Zion without Braden's help, if we being real, because Zion was whopping the mess out of Tariq.
Yes, but only because he needed another body. And honestly, Tariq didn't get the upper hand specifically because you standing outside the peephole looking to the left like, all right, yeah, when he opened the door. Braden is a liability, and he showed that to me. All that I needed to see in this episode. I had big hopes, big dreams for Braden, but I'm done with that now. Once you on that coke, you got it.
All right, look. Well, I think his little girlfriend about to be a pack. I don't
know what that means.
Nah, she about to be out of here.
Shorty slipped. Shorty, what did she slip? And Tariq drink acid, ecstasy. It was acid, right?
I haven't cared about that girl since she was introduced. So if she's killed, I don't care.
Me personally, I would have switched to pills and let the sickle cell take her out. I don't feel like they put it in
dark as hell.
Yeah, but it's power. I don't think that they just casually mentioned the fact that she has sickle cell and that's not gonna play some type of way. Not some type of way, some part in her death. Because power don't just throw stuff out like that for no reason.
This is true.
Especially if they're not actually showing her suffering with the sickle cell. I feel like that's either Braden or Tariq gonna do something to her. I feel like that was very intentional to mention that she had sickle cell and to put so much emphasis on the pills that episode.
Well, I feel like they did that specifically because that's something that we tend to get in higher rates, and it's not fully talked about. Like, I feel like Supercell was the most recent thing that I can think of in the last 10 years that really even touched upon it. Like, aside from that, I think T-Boss has sickle cell, but other than that, we don't really talk about it. So I don't know, I feel like the sickle cell storyline is a little bit more in reference to like grounding her in her blackness versus it's going to be used as a thing that gets her up out of here, because it's not even it's an autoimmune disease. It's not even a disease of like, if you don't take this medicine on this day, you will die. So it will happen real quick. It's like a degenerative immunity thing. So it's going to be kind of hard to like, oh, your sickle cell killed you, but it was Tariq and Braden's fault. Like, it's going to be very hard to make that the case.
Yeah, that's fair. I do, but I think aside from the coke, Braden is solid. Like,
aside from the coke, that's a big set aside. We just watched a coke head stomp the baby out of Diana.
Braden started sniffing out. Oh, it was over.
Aside from the coke, I can't set the coke aside. I'm sorry. Look, I'm done with all the coke heads in power right now.
He came up clutch last season. Because Tariq was about to get murked, and he did his thing. So I think
it's giving you peaked in high school because you did that thing then, but this is now.
Look, I think he gonna get it together. I don't think he gonna be a liability, because at the end of the day, that's his brother.
He already is a liability. Tariq gets mollywopped that way because the way they entered in. Why in the hell didn't we use Lil Felicia's plan anyway as the whole delivery thing? You got the tip about old girl. Why couldn't you follow through in reference to what the lady planned and make it like it's a damn delivery?
I don't know why they're gonna do that.
Because Diana probably hasn't killed anyone before.
I mean, not that Diana had to go, but they could have gotten anybody. They could have got Brasandria to go and deliver to get the damn door open and show her damn titties, and now they're in without Braden's cokehead ass standing outside like.
They gon'
but
he gon' come through in the end. I think he'll be reckless, but I think Tariq gonna need Braden, because he told him himself, we got to be the apex predator. So it's like
he said he got to be the apex predator. I don't think you heard him correctly.
Yeah, but he can't by himself. That's what I'm saying.
That
Yeah,
is
and
exactly what an apex predator is. Alone at the top.
I'm not gonna lie. The way he killed Zion gave me goosebumps. That man Zion said, "All right, I see you, little ghost." This man Tariq says, "Not anymore," and kills him. What?
like that's
That
Heavy
that's
cold.
on the
that's
not
that's all.
anymore.
That's all Uncle Tommy right there. Because even when he killed Junior, that man said, yeah, it was the worst. It was the worst thing that happened to my dad. But clearly, he wasn't good for it either, or for you. And shoots Junior. I said,
That's
what?
cold. Look, I need the only
What?
thing that's the missed opportunity is that they never got Tariq to learn how to fight, man. Because he keeps getting
I'm.
fully whopped every time. Like, I need him to learn how to fight.
I feel like,
Okay,
yeah, but I do feel like people do forget that at this point in the story, Tariq and Braden, is Tariq can fight. You've seen him get physical, like with people
I know,
with like
Ghost.
more like people his size most of the time. But he's not really
I
experienced with
see you.
fighting street soldiers or even fighting in the street at all. So and the people that he's fighting were, are practically street soldiers,
Right. Like
born bred
Zion
street
is a
soldiers.
MMA fighter. Like
That's
I'm not surprised he got
exactly.
his ass handed to him.
I'm not gonna lie. He threw Brady he threw Brady through that wall. There was no it's just no way.
They was tearing
There's
they
no
everything
just
way.
up in
got
that damn house.
they got
I don't know.
lucky.
I'm of the camp of like Tariq maybe still can't fight, but I feel like he could kind of fight a little bit. But he goes up against people who want to beat his ass. Like it don't feel like the people who he winds up going against, he actually got a chance with. And honestly, while I was watching this go down, the fight between him, Zion, and Braden, I was just like, this is exactly why you was getting your ass whooped by Kane up at that damn law office, and Kane beat Zion's ass. So like, Tariq is not beating Kane's ass without a gun. And that doesn't mean he can't fight. It just means that Kane beats asses. Like, it means that these niggas are just trained. They got this particular thing.
He's doing himself a disservice by not learning how to fight. Learn some karate or something, man.
He
Damn.
looked like he weighs $160. Like, you can have some moves, but
What made Ghost Ghost? Ghost could shoot.
Ghost had
Ghost could kick
muscles.
somebody's ass.
Ghost
like-
had muscles. That's what you're
Nah,
forgetting.
that man Ghost was built like Brock Lesnar. That man was buff the whole six.
He wore them suits, so it was hidden a lot of the times. But that man is cut up. Tariq is scrawny, honey. He's in that little twin ass bed with Anya. Nothing busting. I'm sorry, nothing's popping out.
So how are we supposed to expect him to be Ghost?
I'm not
He
saying
is
he is
Ghost.
Ghost now. He's just on the journey. Just like Ghost had to grow up. Like I think where people get a little bit ahead of themselves, it's like you comparing a 21-year-old Tariq to a 37-year-old Ghost.
And Kanan already told Ghost that at that point in the game, Tariq was already better than Ghost. So he already has that head start.
Mm.
So
Alright.
and that's why I think he's not gonna die this season. Ghost lived until he was at least in his like early 40s.
Ghost is
And
still
they built
alive.
up man. Oh,
Y'all gotta let that go, man. Ghost is gone.
I ain't gonna. So just know
Tariq
that.
put two in the
he's
chest,
dead. I'm
man.
so sorry. He's dead. He's dead.
Okay.
He put two in
He got
the
shot
chest.
there's no way.
Okay.
In the chest.
Okay.
And fell from the balcony.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, if he's alive, they better
and
come
Kofi,
up-
you think that Diana's baby made it after it got A-Town stomped 4 times? Oh,
It
all right.
did.
All right.
Yeah, right. It's with me, man. I don't think
It
they
had
were
it
just-
now because
Okay, and that's y'all's
because
prerogative. Y'all think that Diana's baby made it, and I believe that Ghost made it. See? Simple.
All right, fine. You got it. You got it. You got it. I ain't gonna argue with you, but yeah. Yeah, this was dope episode. I mean, a lot of bodies got dropped. Wiley Adams got dropped. Zion
When I
got
tell
dropped.
y'all, if you a member of the channel, you got to see my reaction. I did not think that was about to happen. I said they put 6 in this man's chest. This little lowly white man who was just trying to do his corrupt business. Zion, please. Zion came through like this was 1993 and he was in a drop top Jeep. Like, I looked at that like, Zion, please. He enjoyed every last minute of it. I felt like he was in a DMX video. I was like, what is going on right now?
And he wasn't even the target. He was trying to get Kane or Noma. He just got caught in the crossfire. Ugh. It's just so messy, man. But yeah, a lot of bodies got dropped, man. And I think more bodies about to get dropped.
For sure.
Nah, 4
Do we
bodies
think
got
that Drew
dropped. 'cause
dies
Drew
in
killed
jail?
somebody in prison. Yeah. Yeah, Drew killed someone in prison. So
Do we
4
think that
bodies
Drew
got
is going
dropped.
to die in prison? Well, one, do we
I don't
agree
know.
that all the Tejadas not making it out of this season?
Oh yeah, that I agree with.
All of them.
Somebody's
Matter of fact, I feel like if any of them made it, it's probably either going to be, it'll probably be Kane.
I agree.
Kane.
It'll probably be
I think
Kane. I feel like on the low, Kane might end up taking over Noma's position at the end of the season because they already dropped him in breadcrumbs that he's gonna kill her.
Yeah.
I
And
think
Kane and
also-
Tariq give me Kanan and Ghost, so.
But if Kane doesn't make it, I promise you, if they have anyone else but Tariq or Braden do it, especially Tariq, I'm gonna be upset.
Yeah.
I don't think that they would. I don't think that
If Kane dies, it has to be Tariq that does it.
It does.
Has to be.
It has to be.
It does have to
Gotta
be.
get his lick back. Oh,
Is Drew dying in jail, y'all? Is Drew catching one before he gets out of here? Because he got cocky.
I hope so. I still ain't forgive him for kidnapping Becca, because why would you do that? That's another thing. Just real quick. I swear he should have been gone in episode 1, but all of a sudden Tariq don't know how to shoot. All of a sudden, that don't make no sense.
Kofi, you think Drew dying in jail?
No, I don't think he's dying in jail, but I do think he might die. I think if a Tejada is gonna go, it's gonna be Drew. I don't think Diana is gonna die. I definitely think Kane will survive, so Drew might be the odd person out. So I think Drew out of here before the end of this season. But it'll be in the streets. It won't be in jail.
Okay, so how's he getting out?
Good question. What were the terms that he had to do in order to get out of jail? He had to kill that guy, right?
Which he did. Now he's just in there trying to kill the person who's about to rat on the task force and Carter. And I say that because while we think that Kamal was very stupid in confronting Carter in the way that he did, do we really believe that Kamal confronted Carter and there is no trace of nothing that he knew? There's no contingency plan. There's no nothing. And it ended there? Because I don't believe that.
I think he crossed his I's and T's. Like, maybe he has some evidence stored up somewhere. He called his brother or something. I don't know.
And also, he mentioned about, the officer that stole the money is the one who booked Drew. So that's the part that made me feel like, yeah, Drew might not be getting out of there. If the House of Cards is about to fall on Carter, he gonna have to get rid of Felicia because she crossed the line. Like, somebody gonna take her out, and then he gonna find out about it. Like, and he's gonna have to let that one go, basically. Not that he got to take her out, but he cannot retaliate for what comes to Felicia because she brought that shit on herself. And a side note, she was watching a stupid ass video of Tariq killing Zion in the damn precinct. I was just like, do y'all not have cameras in here? But whatever. She's stupid. Coke is a crazy, hell of a drug. So that
was the only realistic thing with a camera they've done in Power. That they had one set up in Tariq, because no, but you
don't have a camera set up in the damn precinct that's watching you watch this shit.
Yep, I was so surprised because apparently cameras don't exist in the Power universe, even though all these killings happen in public places.
Public play. I'm like, we live in a surveillance state. There's cameras on every goddamn light pole, and people just
And they
dropping
don't,
bodies left and right.
and and they never wear any masks.
Ever. So anyway, back to Carter and his crew. Felicia already wiped up the boy. He don't get to retaliate for that because she messed up. Old boy that put Drew in there, something feels like it's coming back for him specifically, which is going to which is going to slow him from getting Drew out. Even with Drew taking care of the person who's snitching on Carter. But even that, the person who's snitching on Carter been running his mouth up in the damn jail. Like, it's only a matter of time for Carter's whole crew, including Carter, to catch hell. IA was already looking into Felicia. So once her body pop up, now they putting everybody under the damn microscope. I don't feel like Drew's getting out of jail. Unless it's in a teaser that we've seen it. I don't see it. And I haven't watched the teaser yet.
They're gonna use him as leverage, pretty much, just to hold it over to Hades. I see.
Hold on, guys. I'll be right back.
All right, right.
Work. Don't you want to?
This was hard work. Come on. Now you about to bring out old dog. All because you want to take your bald-headed ass down to the pier.
Old dog about to go crazy. Old dog about to pull he might pull a convenience store heist in Menace to Society. What'd you say about my mama? You feel sorry for who? Just wild out and avenge his big brother. So it's like
Jalen says Erica Kane kills Drew. Damn. I was just hoping that the prophecy of Cain and Abel don't come true as it pertains to them, but I could see it.
What's the scenario in which Kane kills Drew though? Because like what scenario where that is even attainable? Like, I mean, I'm trying to figure out because as quiet as it kept, they both have problems that they got to deal with. Like, Kane's still under Noma's thumb, and Drew now is under the thumb of Carter and these crooked cops. So I'm trying to see where that.
I don't know if we got enough time with the 4 episodes, but with well, no, he was trying to parlay to protect Monet, because the only thing that's keeping Drew alive and keeping Kane off of Drew's ass is Monet saying you cannot kill that boy.
Right.
And then he's trying to like make it work with his mom. So I mean, unless Drew hits a hard left and then still comes back for Monet or has smoke or whatever, maybe he doesn't. Maybe he doesn't kill Drew. I just think that Kane is capable of killing Drew. I would say that.
No doubt, he will with the quickness. So,
Eric says Carter gonna slip up and tell him himself. His whole crew was so sloppy this episode. I'm like, y'all just are ruining it for me. The same way that Noma did. Noma looks like the most scatterbrained bird I have ever seen. And I kept like, I cannot believe I actually feared you for a whole season. And you literally just a little scatterbrained, scutterbucket hoe. That's what I feel for Carter. Not that he is scatterbrained, scutterbucket hoe, but I feel like they really did a great job of tearing down the full facade and like, and it happened incrementally throughout the episode. They just seemed to get more and more sloppy. And while Carter was making moves and doing certain things, it still all feels like things that's going to come back to bite his ass. It's like, you're not getting away with all of this scot-free, nigga. It's just not happening.
it was something. And I don't know, man. But
Working with Carter, and he gonna take Drew out.
it's not like they have a choice. So why would he take him out because of that, though?
Right. Because it's not like Drew wants to work with Carter. He's kind of like parlaying the same way that he's parlaying right now with Noma. So if Kane does that, he'll be a little bit short-sighted in the moment because Drew, I'm hoping, has a damn plan.
Yeah, it's blackmail pretty much. That's the only reason why they're working with Carter. They
No,
got
I
no
know, but he
choice.
asked to be a lieutenant. That's what he's talking about when he was like, the deal is I need to be a lieutenant. I'm not going to be some little random soldier, and you need to leave my sister and my mama alone. So that shifts the relationship a
Oh,
little bit.
oh yeah, that's true.
But we got to still wait and
Oh.
see like what it looks like and if Drew has any type of plan after that for like what's next.
Mm, yeah.
Let me see.
Oh
What else do we
man.
need to talk about from this episode? We talked about
Let's
Effie.
see.
Talked about Drew.
Zion.
Shout out to Davis McClain. Method Man, know he fine. Lord have mercy. Lord.
MATHOD. Yeah.
I
MATHOD.
really love McClain and Tariq's relationship, like real bad.
Yeah.
He's like, no, you motherfucker, you going to go do that.
Yeah.
Then he like, oh, and
And,
then you make more money and I make more money. Okay, cool. I love their relationship.
yeah. That's cool. I'm surprised we haven't even got a reference. I would want some more scenes with Davis and Monet just because of the whole because of the actors because they did that iconic song together. I'm surprised they didn't even do a reference to that. Yeah, all I need and all that. But hey, but Davis is doing his thing, man.
Yeah. Hey, Jalen. You gotta mute the YouTube while you're in the Discord, babe. It's a little bit of a delay.
I'm surprised they didn't even do a reference to that. Yeah, all I need, all that. But
Okay, I'm gonna move you to the waiting room and I'm gonna bring you back up. This time you gotta mute the YouTube, okay? Jalen. Hey, Jalen, can you hear me? I guess Discord be giving people the blues until you get the hang of it. Whenever you're ready, Jalen. We can't hear you, just so you know. You gotta mute the YouTube and not whatever you called in with the Discord. We already talked about Tariq and
Pixel 9.
Anya.
And this is your family leaving the photo you just
Royal?
took,
Royal
taking your
Jalen?
phone, and adding you. So now you have a picture from the family vacation.
Okay, I had to move you back down, Jalen, because I don't know what's that playing in your audio. Type in the chat when you are ready to come back up and you figured it out. We talked about Braden. We talked about Carter's crew, Kamal. We talked about Effie. We talked a lot about Effie.
I mean, did we get to Tariq or did we just mention him in passing?
We mentioned him with like everybody else, but you got something you want to get off your chest about Tariq? I mean, you started it saying that he was the MVP.
True.
Jalen, you back in, hun? Can you hear us?
Did we get to Tariq or did we just mention him in passing?
Y'all hear me?
Yes, but you gotta mute the YouTube, babe. We can hear you.
Are they saying that he was the MVP? True.
Jalen, you back in, hun?
You hear me?
Yes, you gotta listen on whatever you're using to call into Discord versus listening on the YouTube because the YouTube has a delay. So mute the YouTube while you're in Discord, please, babe. You still there, Jalen?
Yeah, I'm still here.
All right, perfect. What you want to add to the convo?
Yeah, I like this episode. It was a very good episode. It was way better than episode 5. I felt like the episode 5 was a letdown.
This one would have been a really great one to do a mid-season hiatus on.
Yeah, I think this would have been a better episode because to me, to me, part one wasn't as really as good as I think part two is gonna be. I think the
Mm,
one episode I felt like that stood out in part one was the episode that Monet found out. Um, they tried to set her up, try to
mm-hmm.
have her killed, Diana and Drew. Tariq killing Celine. That was like the best part of part one. But after that, it was really nothing really going on in part one. Instead of Obi getting killed, but part two I think has the potential to be very good.
Yeah, I agree. I
Because what
agree.
I think Drew gets killed by Kane.
And how does that happen? What's the circumstances that Kane has to do that?
Because you got to remember they've been teasing that since Power begun, where they was always fighting over who gonna take over the streets. And then remember he tried to have Monet killed, and he told him he said he was gonna finish him off. He said if he's gonna he don't want to see him no more. And just imagine if once Kane found out that he's working with Carter, he's gonna take out Drew. That's what I think gonna happen. I think Drew gets taken out by Kane.
Mm. If that's the case, I think that Drew is gonna have to commit, and like he's gonna have an opportunity to basically flake on Carter or turn Carter in or turn on Carter, and he don't, and then Kane gonna have to feel like he don't have no choice.
Yeah. But I think Kane don't know the situation that's going on, and Kane is very impulsive, so he don't really
That's
think
true.
before he do stuff. So he could just be thinking to himself, "Oh, he working with a cop," so automatically he just could just kill Drew because he thinking like, "Okay, he's working with the feds." But
Accidentally.
that's
That's what you're
not,
saying. Got
yeah,
you.
but that's not really the case. He don't
Got
know what's
it.
the ins outs, what's going on. If he
Got you.
knew, okay, he would understand. Okay, oh, that's why he doing it. He not gonna do it. But I just feel like they've been teasing that from the very beginning. One of them was gonna either have to take each other out. Since season one, they was always pitting Drew and Kane against each other. And then the moment where Kane literally almost killed Drew, but Monet told him to stop. And the way he's been acting with Monet now, he don't want to be controlled by his mother no more. So I feel like there's nothing holding him back to kill Drew.
Mm.
So I feel like when Drew does get taken out, Kane will be the one to take him out.
Yeah.
It's just going to be interesting to see what's going to happen with Effie.
Mm-hmm.
Because the actor did say she didn't like her ending. Like a fan asked her about her ending. She said she didn't like it. So that tells me she either gets killed or something.
Or she went to the school of 50 Cent and marketing, and they playing with y'all.
You
Like,
think
why
so?
y'all went to Power University, and I'm not playing these games with them no more. The same way they talking about this is the fourth and final season. Okay. Okay.
What I don't think this is the fun. I think what they were saying was they said they didn't want to make more seasons of Powerbook 2 because it gets more expensive. They have to pay the actors. They said it's more cheaper to make another show than to
Right,
make
that's the
more
case
seasons of
because,
Powerbook.
and that's a workaround within the industry, which is why you'll see similar shows be named different things because they get the reset, go back to like, well, some of the actors they're
But
never going to be able to go back to like base level pay for
but
the first season.
but Erica, what I don't understand is though, Power is one of the most popular TV shows, got the most highest rated shows. How do you don't have the money to pay these actors? If you know this show is like one of the most popular shows,
Well, I
you
think
paying
part
me.
of the problem is that they are on a streamer, so they're not supplemented by ad dollars, and they
Mm.
have a huge cast. And the ins and outs that people don't know about television. So like Michael Rainey Jr. has been on this series in some iteration for what
10 years?
9 years,
Yeah,
10 years.
cause
But he
me
wasn't
and
like
him, me,
speaking in the first season, right? Like he didn't get speaking parts
yeah,
until I
he
think like
didn't,
season 2 or 3.
cause
So
me and him the same age. So I was
so
like, when Power first came out, I was maybe like 10, 9 years old. We both
right. So
23.
you get in the industry, like you start off like as let's say the lowest, like not background, but like the lowest level, it might be like $4,000 a week. Um and then you, as you move up on the call sheet in importance, and as you stay on that show, you get bumps every single year. I wouldn't be surprised if Michael Rainey Jr. himself is bringing in $150 an episode.
Gotta be, because Mary J. Blige and Method Man get paid the most. Mary J. Blige get like $400K. But what's so strange about it to me, I just feel like with Power, it's a good show, but I feel like we have too many characters. We don't have
And
enough
see, I don't think that
stories.
they have too many characters. I think that it just sucks that they are on a streaming format, and if they were supplemented by commercials, this show could go on for 20 seasons. And this becomes the issue for like premium formats. I know that like we're in an age that like Netflix has introduced binging and everybody wants to binge everything and people want no commercials. But the best thing that we can get as audiences for any of the shows that we like is for them to go back to standard format for television, because things are going up in reference to producing it, and that the commercials actually pay for it so that we don't have to. And it's whether we're going to pay for it and having to buy 17 different streamers to watch everything, or we have to pay for it by getting 6 episode seasons versus 14 or 18 because they can't afford to actually house and move and build and do all of the things to make these shows happen.
Yeah, and Powerbook too has a big budget. You be seeing what they be wearing, all this designer wear. They got Mary J, but they have a star-studded show. See, it's different from Force. See, Force don't really have a lot of star power. It's a good show. I love Force too. I'm ready for that to come back on too. But yeah, it's not really a
So it is
star-studded show. It's
expensive.
Powerbook too.
Ghost is definitely
So,
expensive, and they have a cap of what they can make because they're only making money right now off of subscribers. Now the area that I'm like a little bit frustrated when they announced that season 4 was going to be the final season, I was kind of pissed because I feel like they have had missed opportunities in product placement. Like if you watch All American for the last 5 seasons at least, they have been supplemented by Microsoft Surface. So you'll see Olivia Baker or you'll see Jordan looking up plays or whatever on a Microsoft Surface tablet. And I feel like Powerbook 2 Ghost has had so many opportunities to see product and be able to increase their budget by doing product placement and then also by doing merchandising. Why in the hell isn't there any Power merch? That makes absolutely no sense to me. Those are the ways that you go and you make additional money, but y'all are just relying on people subscribing to stars when we are in the age where people got to subscribe to everything. So once Power end, people cancel and then they come back when Power about to come back.
Yeah, because I wasn't watching Stars until Power came. I didn't start watching Power until like COVID 2020. And COVID, because the first season I watched was season 6. I had to go back and watch them. So, yeah, I watched season 6. And that was the theories what came out. Ghost is still alive, because I think Ghost is still alive, because what I was telling people, like if you go back and watch like the final season of season 6, all those the last couple of episodes was everybody's perspective of what happened that night. So we don't really we don't really truly know what happened to Ghost that night. What if that could have been the whole plan, was the whole time the Ghost to fake his death? Because you remember, if somebody has to go down for all those murders. And the only way they're going to be able to stop talking about it or nothing's going to happen is somebody has to die. Ghost has to go down for all that, or Tariq. That's why Ghost was telling Tariq the smarter play was just him to tell the truth and be like, you killed Ray Ray, because it would have helped them more. He was putting them more in a bad predicament because, you know, they was all on the case. They was trying to get Ghost. They was doing a whole Rico.
Yep.
And him killing Ray Ray made everything worse, because they was already going after Ghost.
Yeah.
So I felt like all those episodes was everybody's perspective. Like you can even tell, like the way Dre, remember the scene when Dre was talking to Ghost and how Ghost was saying, "I'm disappointed you little B," and all that. You can just see like the two different versions. Like Dre perspective, it made him look like he was on top of Ghost, and you see Ghost perspective. Ghost was talking to him like he a B and all this. You get what I'm saying? Like it's like the scenes was different because it's everybody's perspective. You can't go off other people's perspective because they're being interrogated. They could be lying.
Yeah. And I think you also, what show is doing a really great job of showing that right now. The most recent episode of Reasonable Doubt, which Kofi, I really wish that you would watch the show. The way that we talk about black men in media, the way I need you to watch the show, because I cannot wait to hear your thoughts around the men in that particular show, is a whole other thing. But they just had an episode recently where this woman basically killed her husband, who was domestically abusing her. But at the top of the episode, they show it going down one way from her perspective. And at the end of the episode, when she has to do an interview with a reporter, it's shown another way. And it just, to me, that was them showing how you can be in, like, how certain things can impress upon you different perspectives, and you could think something one way, or you could have thought it went one way, but it actually didn't go that way.
That's why I'm trying to tell people. That's why I'm saying Ghost didn't get killed, because how do we know this wasn't the plan for the get-go? To make it seem like Ghost died and he was gonna come back. Because what else is gonna excite the fans? If they don't bring Ghost back in the last episode, everybody's gonna be disappointed.
I personally don't think he's coming back in the last episode of this. I don't think that he's dead, but I don't think he's coming back in the last episode of this.
Even if he don't, I still believe it's going to be another show and he's going to possibly appear. But I feel like he has to come back this last episode. He has to make it even more, especially if they saying they're going to end it off on a cliffhanger. He has to come back. It has to be something. He comes back, because I believe Tommy's going to come back. I feel like Tommy's going to come back in the last episode, because he's been coming back every. Huh?
I feel like Tasha's probably might die, and that's why Tommy comes back.
Yeah, but I feel like what's really gonna make it even more crazier if Ghost comes back and he's alive. But I believe he's alive. I don't think he's dead, because we've never seen the body. Remember on the little award show they did the other day, they just said Tariq
watch it. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, they say Tariq shot Ghost. They don't say he killed Ghost. They say he shot Ghost. And the little thing they was basically saying, like, remember the little of episode 5? It was showing like where he's headed, what destiny is he gonna choose? Is he's gonna get out of the game, or he's gonna become? You remember that scene?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
Yep, it's the one. I think it's the one where they're in the penthouse and Kane comes in and shoots him, or when he's in the warehouse with all that coke, and then Diana comes and shoots him.
Yeah, because you also got to remember, we never seen Ghost body. We never seen everybody who's been killed off Power. We've seen their body.
Yeah. I mean, you ain't gotta convince me. I already feel the same way.
Remember everybody said Unique died. Remember they was lying, saying, "Oh, he died. He's not coming back."
That to me solidified my ghost thoughts. Like, and I've been watching Power from the very beginning, and from the moment that happened, I have not thought that he was actually really dead. And when I tell y'all, I was telling people for forever that we have not seen a body. We have not seen a body with Unique. We have not seen a body. And everybody was like, "Girl, let it go." You just like
Power always tells you, anytime you don't see a body, they're not dead. Just like I didn't think Lauren was dead. I said, no, Lauren's still alive. We would have seen the body. Even when they gave us the little teaser when Tariq walked into the room with all the people he killed, that was telling you Lauren is still alive. Yep. It was giving you a hint that I believe Ghost is still alive. I just think what happened was he wasn't getting paid the amount of money he wanted. So they just made it where he made it seem like he died.
I wouldn't put that on him. I think that they needed to take a break from him. I think to kill him, that was the ultimate pinnacle to end. And then Courtney was exiting the series, and she was going over to Netflix to do her deal. Like, I don't think that Ghost not being on there is a 100% Omari and money thing at all.
So you think they made it in a way where he can seem dead, but he's really not dead? Like, make it a way he can come back?
I think they wrote it in a way that they give themselves an out. And I think that they wrote it in a way specifically giving a bunch of things in reference to context. Like I said, Courtney took an overall deal with Netflix, which had her leave Lionsgate and Stars, and has her developing projects at Netflix, which is why there are different showrunners now for all of the spinoffs that she technically birthed. So I think that
the fact they was asking him to come back, like why he keep going to all these interviews saying of talking about Power? He been on Power since 2020. Like,
I mean, people are also asking him. I don't think that's strange, because I'm one of the people who interviewed him in 2020. When did I interview him? I interviewed him 2022 at Sundance. And people ask him, but we're gonna go ahead and move on and go back to the show.
I'm sorry.
You're fine. I'm of the camp too that believes it. I want you to watch Reasonable Doubt.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Jay-Z album? I'm just playing.
It's named after that, and like the first season, I think every episode is named after a Jay-Z song. It's heavily. It's like the music for this freaking the soundtrack for the season is fire, or for the series is fire. And the
Yeah,
showrunner
I'm
is
gonna have to check
heavily
it out.
influenced by
I've been
Jay-Z.
seeing a lot of ads for it on Instagram. I'm like, dang, it was with Morris Chestnut, right?
This season is Morris Chestnut. Last season it was somebody else. It was our guy Carter.
Yeah, but Erica, I knew Carter was dirty. I was like, man, I hate that in shows. They always the only way they get to take down a criminal, they gotta make the cops dirty. That's the only thing I don't like about it. I
You
wish
know
they go in
what? I
a different
actually
direction.
I actually really kind of like it. And it's crazy because I was just thinking about this earlier. I think while I was on Brillo's channel, shout out to Brillo, the big review, I was sitting and I was thinking, like, I actually appreciate this Carter character in a world where we get a lot of cop propaganda and we get a lot of procedurals with, like, basically pushing the narratives of, like, cops are great and cops are, like, the pinnacle of, like, morality and this and that. It's shows like this that offer a counter narrative and speak specifically to more realistic representations of the police force that we actually engage with or may run into. So I'm not mad at it.
The Carter character kind of remind me of Denzel from Training Day.
Yeah,
The
Kobe
only
said that
difference is
earlier.
the only difference is he has a whole task force. And remember
Yeah.
Denzel was extorting other drug dealers. And remember in the end he got murked by them Russians. They killed him in the end.
I wouldn't be surprised if
Is
they
it real?
based him off of that.
Yo, it'd just be poetic if Russians got rid of Carter instead of any of
No,
the
but it
jihadists.
makes sense though, because you remember the Carter just killed Russians last episode. So what if you remember the leader survived? So what if they all team up to take them down?
Yeah, and we got Monet saying that the leader don't give a and he ain't playing ball. So,
but the thing is though, what I'm confused about, I wonder is Diana, did the baby survive? Because like if you seen the teaser, Tasha was like, this baby is hope for Tariq. So I'm saying if the baby is dead, why is Tasha still talking about the baby? It's for hope.
I don't know. I don't think a baby
That's what
survives what
confuses me.
happened. So I'm
Yeah,
on
because
camp of the
that's
baby
not
didn't
gonna be
survive.
realistic. That's not gonna be realistic. The way she was kicked, that was kind of hard to watch.
That was
Dang.
she had her coke scrimp and everything going. No,
But I
That's so
kind
hard.
of
she gotta die.
I kind of
Just
expected
for
though.
that.
But I still
You
can't
gotta-
believe she wanted her to go kill Zion. Like, come on now, she a female. Not saying females can't fight or none of that.
Felicia's not credit, but to Felicia's thought process, this is a whole drug family. She looks at Diana as little Monet. She don't know that Diana is just Diana with her Uno reverse cards. Like Diana could never. She doesn't know
But
that.
even-
She literally assumes that Diana is Monet in the making. So if I can't have Monet, then Lil Monet will do.
But even still, though, even if Diana was the killer she was, I still wouldn't want her to go up against Zion. You seen what Zion did to Tariq, and she a female woman. A man is naturally stronger than her, and he can fight
I mean,
too. He's
she
trained.
was going to go
That
do it
would've-
herself. So I don't think that she was thinking about it like that because she was going to go do it if she didn't have to go meet with IA in an hour. So
No, to be honest, I don't think she wanted to do it because you got to remember they have cameras in there, and she can't be seen on camera killing a drug dealer. You also got to think about that too. How do we know?
She wasn't supposed to ever go in there. The plan was for her to go and like she was delivering pizza and then shoot him at the door.
But that wasn't gonna work though. I don't think.
And it was an off the books room, so the rest of the police force doesn't know about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what scares me though, they got Braden and Tariq on camera killing.
Hello.
He got killing Zion.
Yeah.
But that's the only thing. But I think somehow they're gonna able to get that recording. I don't think Tariq dies in the end because, like I said, Powerbook 2 wasn't originally supposed to end in 4 seasons.
Right.
That's why I was shocked when I was like, dang, this the final season. Even the characters was like, Tariq and them was like, man, we didn't think this was gonna be the last season.
Yeah.
But when they start talking about budget and money, I was like, oh yeah, they don't want to pay the actors. They were saying the more seasons it gets, the more expensive. And then I was even more shocked when they said for season 3 is going to be the last. I'm like, wow. And then Joseph Sikora was like, Tommy journey in Chicago don't ends, but Power. So that basically letting you know it could possibly be another show. And then even he said that Ghost even could come back as a live character. That's what I'm saying. They're not ruling out that Ghost is dead or alive.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, look, I got some loose ends that I need Tariq and them to take care of. So if this lady cop ain't dead by the end of episode 7, we riot. Just saying.
Nah, I think Diana gonna kill that.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
Diana gonna kill. I think Diana gonna kill her.
That'll be her first body.
But I think if Diana loses the baby, do you think that brings Tariq and Diana closer?
No.
Yeah.
I'm
It
telling
frees
you, Erica,
Tariq.
if you would have seen that teaser where they showed kissing, I mean, I know they kissed before. They don't mean they was together, but it seems like they're gonna get closer.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like she's about to be his Tasha to his Ghost. To be
And
quite
Ghost
honest
didn't
with you.
love Tasha anymore very quickly, so there's that.
Yeah, but
No,
because,
I think
because
Ghost.
Tasha
I
was
think
trying
Ghost.
to.
See, the thing is, I think Ghost settled for Tasha. It's not. I don't think he did not love her. I just don't think that was his first option. Because I feel like you can love multiple girls, but it's only one that you can truly be with, that you truly want to be with. I don't think
He
he
wanted
didn't
to be
love
with
her.
Angela.
Yeah, he
He
wanted to
wanted-
be. Tasha wasn't his first choice. Like if he had a choice, like he would pick Angela, of course.
Yeah.
But she was like his second choice.
And Tasha wasn't let's see Ghost
And that's
get
what
out
y'all
the
want for
game,
Diana.
so-
And just like I think
Like-
about like the Tariq situation, I think if the stuff never went down with Lauren, I think Lauren would be Tariq's first choice. I think Effie
So
would be
my
second.
point is that what
and
y'all want for Diana? Like y'all are literally saying
Yeah,
all
but
this
Diana
and then
don't
saying that
wanna be
Diana
in
is
the
doomed to
game.
this fate. Like
But Diana don't want to be in the game anymore. Like she don't want that for her baby.
Yeah,
So
but I
it's
feel
not
like
the
the way
same
that,
with
but Erica, I
Tasha.
feel like the way the storyline going, it has to be Tariq with Diana.
why?
Because I don't think Tariq is gonna get back with Effie. It seems like Effie is gonna be with Kane because Tariq
Why are
don't
those
want
the
her.
only options?
Because unless they do a twist where he get with Ayana with
Child.
Noma daughter.
Those are not the only options. I think we get confused sometimes and we think that who was presented as the only people that are available
So-
and there's a whole
So
world.
Erica, do you think Effie was Tariq's second option? Like if it didn't work out with Lauren, like Lauren wouldn't stuff with Lauren never happened. Like what would you put in order of his love interest?
Because for Tariq, it changes at various seasons of his life. I think before he even knew a Lauren existed, Effie was first before she betrayed him. So, I
And
don't
then
know.
after that,
it,
you
it
feel like it was
changes.
Lauren.
It changes.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, see, I like Effie for Lauren. I mean, for Tariq, but you just can't trust her.
At all.
Yeah, she is snake,
Same
man. How many
thing with
times I
Diana,
gotta
too.
say SNAKE? Snake.
You
Like-
can, but you can't really trust Diana either.
Hello,
but I understand.
clock it.
I
She's just a little
but
bit
I
more
understand-
benign.
But I
Diana
understand
is less
why-
harmful because she don't have no power. She don't really do anything. So I think Diana gets away with being sneaky and being snake-like because she doesn't really hurt nobody. But she has the exact same energy as Effie. She just don't have no power to do nothing about it.
I think the difference is though. See, Diana, I understand why she do the stuff she do because she's more about her family, and I think that's why really Tariq never really wanted to take it that way with Diana because he knew he couldn't really trust the Tejadas, and he knew that she was always really gonna choose her family over him.
I
you know
also
Kane
think that
and them-
Tariq knows that Diana is green as hell.
Yeah, that too. But I think Effie, you can't trust her. That's how I understand why she be getting so jealous, like and stuff like that.
Because she
You-
loves
you
the
be
boy.
doing that
What do
to
you
you.
mean?
But she be
Jealousy
doing
is
that
not
to
a rational
herself.
thing. It's not a rational
She be doing it-
emotion.
Erica,
She
would
be
you think
doing that
Lauren
to
was
herself.
green? Because she was way too naive to my liking either. Like,
No, I don't
was
think Lauren
naive.
was
Lauren
green.
was naive to criminal activity, but again, to my point, like I made earlier about Anya, who was also not in a criminal life. They have had a certain level of lived experiences. They've had a certain level of relationships that they are able to operate and stand on their own as women.
Yeah.
Lauren,
they seem
before
a little bit
Tariq
more
had a relationship, had been with somebody who was supposed to be like promised to her. Like she's already done the conversation around marriage and yada yada yada. Like her
Yeah.
Jack and Jill, blah 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 blah. Diana, when we first meet her, Diana barely brought her ass off the porch. Okay? They wasn't
Yeah.
letting her go to school. They wasn't letting her do nothing but be cute in that damn house. Diana was beyond green. Criminally
Yeah,
as well as personally.
Yeah, I think Lauren and them they're a lot more mature when it comes to the relationship aspect.
They just have
Right?
a certain sense of self. They've been able to live in a way
Yeah,
that they've been able to cultivate at least some idea of who they are. Diana is
yeah,
still a little girl waiting to be told who she is.
cause Diana she be letting sometimes Tariq get over us. And like you can even tell like Tariq like Diana's definitely not Tariq's first option. Like the way he was doing that season one. Cause Monet kept on trying to think like she was going like trying to get her to like play Tariq, like use her woman card, but that wasn't gonna work on Tariq.
Because she
Cause
didn't even know what
he
the hell she
wasn't.
was doing. You never taught her that, girl. She's a cute girl, but you never really taught her really how to do this. But
But I
y'all,
don't
we're
think
going
she
to get
was
ready to wrap
ever.
it
I
up
don't
here.
think
What's
she
your
was ever
last
gonna be okay.
thoughts? What's your last thoughts on episode 6? What are your predictions for episode 7 before we get ready to wrap it up?
My,
Oh, go ahead, bro.
oh no, you can go. You go.
Episode 6, solid 10 or 9. 7, I think we're gonna start in the hospital. I think the lady cop gonna be gone. I just want either it's gonna be the hands of Tariq, Monet, or heck, maybe Carter might even take her out. And I think the Russians are gonna try and get their revenge for the raid on their
Restaurant.
thing. So yeah, restaurant. And
Nah,
then,
yeah,
Drew's still going to have to fight for his life in jail. I think that's still going to be a thing.
yeah. I said the same thing, and I think Tasha appears in this episode as
Oh yeah,
also.
that's true. That's true. Yeah.
Hmm. All right.
So we'll see. I know we got 4 bodies that got dropped, so I'm expecting more bodies to drop.
Next week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
maybe
think.
we get. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, my predictions, death predictions. I think is going. I think Effie dies. I think Drew dies. Noma dies, and I think potentially Davis. Them folk. I think them
All
folk gone.
next week?
No, not all
Oh,
next
this
week. Like for
season.
the rest of the folk. Yeah,
Okay.
for the
I'm
rest of the
about to
folk
say,
episode. Nah, they ain't gonna. That'll be crazy. But the way they've been moving fast, though, I did not expect them to kill Tate brother off that quick, like episode 6. But we all expected that would happen. He was kind of dumb. If I was him, I would have bought backup, man. I would have played that smarter. I would have had a recording. Man, he didn't play that smart.
at
And I had
all.
some cops on standby too, man. Like for real.
At all. Well, thank y'all so much for adding y'all's thoughts. We'll be back here next Friday for another Powerbook to a Ghost Live after show. Be on the lookout for my actual breakdowns coming to the channel. My first thoughts go to Erica Vane TV 2. I appreciate y'all.
All right, peace.
All right.
And for everybody in the chat, thank y'all for hanging in there and joining the conversation. Shout out to Eric H. Shout out to Nikki Baby. Yeah, Michael and Toya said they become closer. We gonna see. The way that I know that Effie, y'all, everybody knows that Effie's a snake and Effie is raggedy and all of that, but the way that he was able to cut his feelings off to what they were building, that let me know that Tariq is fully capable of disassociating, and Diana, there's even less there. Like, yes, there's a baby involved, and if the baby survives, maybe, but I don't see them actually going the distance, even if they have another little rekindling or whatever, because I just have always kind of felt like they look good together, but Diana doesn't have a lot to offer Tariq. And I also don't want Diana, even though I don't really care for her, I don't want her to be the girl that the guy settled for. The guy that the girl was like, or the girl that the guy was like, well, since you having my baby, fine. Only for like 10 or 15 years to pass and you to realize like he never really wanted to be with you and there's somebody else. Like, I don't want that for her either. So I'm not necessarily on board with the whole Tariq and Diana train at all. And then also, again, I have gone to the University of Power and I don't trust nothing that none of these damn actors and or 50 Cent say about the show when they out here. I take everything with a grain of salt because they're out here on a mission doing what they need to do to make sure that their show is perfectly marketed. So there's that. Shout out to Candy Loves to Talk TV. Shout out to Brillo who came through a little bit earlier, as well as Detroit Kings. I really appreciate y'all. This is my 3rd live today and I'm about to wrap it up. Big Kev, welcome in, boo. I haven't seen you in a while. It's like writing Marvel Universe movies and trying to connect them all. Yes, I'm sorry I missed that earlier. Once Raina died, Ghost changed as a father. That's real, and that makes sense. Like, that was his baby girl, and that was the first, I think, time he really felt like, well, not necessarily it was his fault, but I think that, yes, the Raina death shifted a lot in Ghost. Tariq gets with whoever fits his mood in the moment. For real. That's so real. And I'm waiting for him to fall in love again. And I feel like the closest he's gotten to that has been Lauren. But anywho, I'm about to get out of here. I will have my breakdown videos up, so be on the lookout for that. My Bel Air breakdown, Reasonable Doubt breakdown, as well as Power. If y'all are not watching Reasonable Doubt, but you love Power, I would tell you to go ahead and watch it, because you might actually like what they cooking up over there. I'm just saying. It's not a bunch of pow, shoot 'em up, drugs and whatnot, but the drama is there. The finance people is there. The criminal element is there. Yeah. So go ahead and check it out. Shout out to Bel Air. They did a really amazing job with this entire season 3. It was absolutely phenomenal. So if you haven't been watching it, you can go and binge the entire season 3 now. It is available on Peacock. Yeah. See you on the next one.